Hello dear readers and subscribers, welcome to another video with some practical career advice. And in this video I would like to talk about some important career dilemmas for artists concerning your journey as an artist. However, there is more than one way to be successful, and different goals will result in a different career path. And therefore, before you choose your career path, I want you to make sure that you are able to make an informed decision by sharing some insight information, debunking many misconceptions, and also unveiling some market insights and anecdotes to illustrate some important challenges and very worrying trends for artists. Here at CAI, it is our mission to empower artists by providing adequate and industry-approved advice from in-field experience to make sure that you stand the best chance for success in the highest realms of the art world. This includes climbing the ladder of success in the traditional gallery circuit, and a very common, rather negative response to this trajectory, to this career path, is that it is outdated, that it is obsolete, and that we as a platform are dinosaurs living in the past. Arguing that art galleries are money-grubbing entities making money on the back of the artist and that they do not care about art and only care about money. As a result, there is an almost dogmatic belief in the alternative that the 21st century offers: the World Wide Web and, more importantly, social media. Growing your own audience, having a web shop, or listing your work on online marketplaces and selling directly to your clients. So it seems as if there are two almost opposing mindsets and also almost opposing career paths for artists today. And a dilemma arises which path you will take. Please note that I mentioned almost opposing mindsets, because one career path or one strategy does not have to exclude the other. In fact, here at CAI, we are very much occupied with rethinking both the gallery model as the artist career model according to the opportunities of the 21st century. Some examples are, of course, our online art platform, contemporaryartissue.com, with 2.5 million visitors per year. We also have our Instagram account of 60,000 plus followers, and also this very YouTube channel with around 100,000 subscribers. So we are definitely looking for those online opportunities, however, doing them in an industry-approved, adequate and professional manner, hence having best of both worlds. Nevertheless, from this dualistic perspective of, on the one hand, the gallery representation in the traditional art world, and on the other hand, the more social media / influencer model using the online opportunities of the World Wide Web, there are almost two camps with a rather polarizing discourse that emerges, in which the galleries are outdated and the future is social media. However, in this video I will argue why it is better to keep your options open for the gallery circuit as well, and also discuss the dark side of social media for artists. Before going any further, I must emphasize that I do not wish to promote or impose a specific career path for you. In the first place, you must do what feels best for you, what gives you most joy and what you feel very comfortable with. So if that means that you enjoy painting portrait commissions, go for it. If you enjoy uploading studio vlogs to YouTube, go for it. If you enjoy making those trending reels, singing along with the trending audios on Instagram and TikTok, go for it. And if you want to climb up the ladder of success in the gallery circuit, go for it. Or even more, if you simply enjoy creating simply for yourself, you guessed it, go for it. Art is a feast, and we should enjoy the thing we enjoy the most without decrying anyone else. So before you continue your career path and your artistic journey, make sure that you have all the information necessary, and this video is a great place to start. First and foremost, let's debunk the misunderstanding that art galleries are making money on the back of artists. We often hear these statements emerging from frustration of artists who are feeling left out and also feel a little bit alienated after seeing those flashing headlines of multi-million-dollar sales in the very top layer of the art world. However, the majority, the bulk of the art world and of the art galleries is very different. It is run by normal middle-class people, and the collectors are also normal middle-class people. So it's not only all about the money and investment, it's about people who use their own money, their very own funds, to invest in artists, to represent them and to show their work in the best manner possible to grow their career. So before repeating those anarchistic statements that are rather pessimistic, Talk with some actual people that run a gallery, or talk with the collectors that visit a gallery frequently, or even more, talk with the artist whose life and career changed thanks to that gallery director that invested in their work. Yes, 50% commission is a lot, but we also need to think about all the risks they take. $5,000 per month for rent, $1,000 on production cost per show, $500 on print work, another $1,000 for drinks and food per opening, another $2,000 per month to PR agencies for press coverage, approximately $1,000 for shipping costs to get your works to the gallery, and not even mentioning paying staff wages and taxes. In short, the 50% commission is very well deserved. And even more, by using this model, they are very motivated to sell your work. So what is good for you will be good for the gallery, and what is good for the gallery will be good for the artist. Now let's navigate the pros and cons of gallery representation and self-representation via social media. First and foremost, the main issue, of course, with art galleries is the competition. There are more artists than there are galleries to represent them, and there are more artworks than there are collectors to collect them. This is a very common issue simply because the offer of artists is so great. As a result, discontented feelings emerge as if we don't stand a chance, or as if we don't have equal opportunities compared to people who went to art school or have rich parents or maybe live in a major art city. But the truth is, even for those people, the chances aren't that great for gallery representation as well, as even the majority of trained artists and rich kids will struggle to find gallery representation. As any study has proven, the road to success for an artist is without guarantees, and this is of course not the fault of the galleries. However, this does not imply that it's like playing the lottery, that you simply need to be lucky or get in touch with the right people, although of course that part is also important. Yet in the end, good art will always prevail. If there is a natural interest and natural demand, and your work is tested in the right environment, in a gallery environment, or be it a social media environment, there will be a response and there will be results, hence a prospering career. And once more, this isn't decided by the galleries, but the normal people, by the market itself. So it is only natural that so many artists who are looking for representation unsuccessfully look for an alternative route towards success and to earn a living as an artist. And rightfully so. Therefore, the model of self-representation is of course very appealing. You can make your own success. Even more, this model is a lot more straightforward. You grow an audience on social media, you sell your work directly, and if you do the right things to please the algorithm or whatever platform you're working on, following the trends, creating a lot of content, posting daily, eventually the audience will grow and the sales will follow. However, there are a few drawbacks here that I would like to talk about. First and foremost, the social media model of self-representation, especially via online opportunities, focuses very much on quantity and not quality, because the experience from a screen is of course entirely different. Studies have shown that a conversion rate of just 1.5% is the standard with online art businesses, whereas in galleries, where there are a lot less people, there are much more sales and the conversion rate is a lot higher due to the different type of interaction. Furthermore, there are also some issues when it comes to the longevity of a career. For instance, there was this Dutch artist that I knew personally who spent years building a community in a Facebook group. And by doing so, he was able to sell his work at modest prices and also sell workshops to show his technique, etc. However, all of a sudden, Facebook seemed to die a silent death. And all his hard work and all his customers simply vanished overnight. Or what about those Instagram accounts that you've been building for years and years? And now all of a sudden the algorithm changes and Instagram starts to focus more on video reels. By doing so, numerous accounts, including our own account, suddenly lose their audience. None of those followers get to see your work anymore. So all of a sudden it is worthless and your sales will drop instantly. Another effect could be that you'll have to do things that you rather not. For instance, following these trends, even though you don't feel entirely comfortable with it. But it is your only way to remain relevant on those platforms, so to maintain your income. And also, what does this mean for your artistic integrity, as we suddenly have to sing along with trending audios to remain relevant, doing whatever the algorithm wants you to do? And also, are you in this case an artist or a content creator? In short, technology and trends do not age well. We have seen a lot of platforms come and go, and if you solely rely on those platforms, your longevity or your career can be very fragile, as many artists have experienced over the years. On the other hand, the art galleries and the art world has been around for decades. And if you have this natural demand, natural interest from people for your work, then this will surpass any trends. By doing so, artists can remain relevant even posthumously, because the interest remains after their passing. Whereas with social media and self-representation, as soon as you stop traveling and going to those art festivals or stop your content creation, the interest and the results will also collapse instantly. Therefore, the traditional art world is a lot better for longevity for your career. Furthermore, there is also this short-term, long-term dichotomy when unveiling the financial realities of both models. Becoming a full-time artist via the traditional gallery circuit comes without guarantee and requires a lot of patience and many years. Even when you start exhibiting with a few galleries, you're not able to go full-time just yet. Whereas with social media, the results can come a little bit quicker, especially for the lucky ones. All of a sudden, YouTube is promoting and suggesting your video to millions of people. Or on Instagram, your videos are being suggested to thousands of accounts as well. Yet, also in this case, only very few will be able to go full-time as an artist. First and foremost, it is also very competitive to make things happen on social media. Even more, the price point of artwork being sold online via social media or online marketplaces is a lot lower than the price point in art galleries. This is because there is a different audience and a different interaction with your artwork. The audience who is looking to purchase an artwork via social media or online is simply looking for an artwork that they like and has a decorative value. However, the more serious art collectors and that really want to buy artwork from a promising artist, those are still going to the art galleries. So it will be very difficult for a social media artist to sell your work above $5,000. Whereas in an art gallery, your prices will start immediately between $1,000 and $10,000. And the sky is the limit when it comes to your asking price in the gallery circuit. You can surpass this 10,000 mark and even multiple it or tenfold it. The self-representation career path will result in reaching your ceiling a lot sooner compared to the gallery circuit. So the solution with social media or the self-representation is to increase in quantity once more due to the lower price point. More views, more artworks, more sales. And this emphasis on quantity cannot be the ideal experience of art as well, as we are continuously oversaturating the art world or the offer of art even further. On the other hand, there are also alternative income streams via social media, something which we don't have in the gallery circuit. And even more, if you are able to become financially independent thanks to a social media platform, then the better. However, the question here, but this is a more sophistical debate, if you are still an artist, of course, or more a content creator. And if it's irrelevant where the money comes from, then what are we pursuing? Artistic purposes or commercial purposes? The art world is designed so that the artist can be an artist. You don't have to be a social media expert or a powerful salesperson, or be on the road all the time, traveling from art festival to art festival. You can create without compromises, focusing on quality and not quantity. And therefore, we encounter art in its most pure form in the high-end art world. For instance, if we compare a tent at an art festival for a self-represented artist, then we'll notice that the tent is rather small and packed with artworks, whereas the booth of an established gallery, it will have a very scarce, a very spared installment and a much better experience of art. So it is safe to say that both art galleries and social media both have their pros and cons. And the ideal solution is to balance between both and try to find the middle ground and have your options open, growing your audience via social media, but still maintaining your artistic integrity and professional profile to have your chances in the gallery circuit as well. However, there is also a more worrying tendency here in the art world due to social media and online opportunities. Even though it seems that social media and the internet are the ideal solution for artists to make their own success, it also reduces the mobility in the art world. Not only will it be impossible if you go for the influencer model to find a decent gallery representation, it also reduces the amount of galleries. The unsettling truth is that all the entry-level art galleries, the art galleries that open doors for new artists to enter the art world and to start to climb the ladder of success in the art world, are struggling very much. All the mega galleries are taking up the top section of the art collectors. Whereas on the other hand, the lower side of the spectrum, all the collectors who are looking to purchase something below $5,000 are now being taken up by social media and artists who are selling directly via online marketplaces. So one might think that this is a good tendency for artists, for them to become less dependent from the art galleries, and that it is the future for artists in the 21st century. However, by doing so, this middle spectrum becomes a lot smaller, and all the small and medium-sized galleries are starting to disappear, especially if they aren't located in a major art city. So once again, there are fewer opportunities to exhibit, there are fewer galleries, and there are more artists, making it even harder for artists to enter the art world via those entry-level galleries. And this is the thing you need to realize. These exhibitions at those entry-level galleries are milestones for an artist. It opens doors to the art world and to have genuine success and longevity in their career, as we have discussed earlier, as well as good income financially. They create this buzz around an artist. They show their work in real life and invite real collectors, real people, press, curators, critics, and even other galleries to see your work in the ideal setting, in the ideal environment, and to have a talk, to have a chat about your work as well. So it opens doors in the art world for a long-lasting career and good financial income. However, as this middle spectrum is becoming smaller and smaller, there are fewer of these opportunities and fewer of these art galleries for artists, decreasing mobility for artists in the art world. Even more, due to this growing lack of exhibition opportunities, other opportunistic business models occur, such as the vanity art galleries, in which they charge the artists to be exhibited in their gallery. And even more importantly, besides this decrease in mobility in the art world, we aren't engaging as much as we used to due to social media. Fewer exhibitions means we no longer talk to our collectors or to other artists or critics. We even no longer see the pieces in real life or experience them in the flesh or in a full-scale solo exhibition in which one work is being supported by everything else. Instead, we create an artwork, we upload it, and we sell it. Nice piece of income, it's very efficient and direct. However, it does not provide anything else for the rest of our career. So instead of connecting via social media, we're growing apart. But as we mentioned, a reactionary tendency in which we renounce social media won't be a solution either. It is here to stay, and we must take advantage of these opportunities the 21st century gives us. However, make sure that you are informed when going for a specific route, and the best way, of course, is to keep your options open. I don't want to impose any career path or strategy on anyone. However, before pursuing your success via social media and going along with all those different trends, be aware of these pros and cons, and do not discard art galleries as pretentious and money-grubbing entities. Inform yourself, find out what works best for you, and above all, enjoy the journey. If you want to discover more videos, tools, and even services to have the best chances for success in the art world, make sure to visit our page on Advice for Artists on contemporaryartissue.com. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Feel free to watch our video on 6 steps to self-taught success next. Support us on Patreon, and please consider subscribing to stay posted for more contemporary art. Bye.